I'm afraid that this whole tunnel is the fruit of their strenuous labor.
Huh? That gate! Has it been there all along?
Digging a tunnel to this ancient seal. Had they not been discovered, they would undoubtedly persevere until the gate.
So behind the seal bears. What do we do? We can't hurt them. What type of monster is this?
Morax, you arrived on my doorstep of your own volition. Excellent. Taking revenge and sealing me away will be all the easier.
So, the little girl is your power incarnate. But if you recall, Ishtahan, this is not how we intended for events to transpire.
Waste not your words. Your life is mine.
Silence! Crumble! Rise!
Tell me what you see.
Pyroclastic surge!
Is once not enough? You would forsake me again?
If that is what you choose to believe, so be it. He who bears the weight of memory is destined to shoulder the burden of truth, as it ought to be.
Not too far now.
Rise with the sun!
Gather!
Farewell.
Be crushed!
Wrath from the sky!
Bishop!
Transfixed! This is where...
I will have order! Rise!
Morax! You think you can destroy me?
Silence!
Pyroclastic surge! Rev the engines!
Time to say hello.
Solidify!
Come! Experience
Not too far
an
now.
eon of suffering!
Settle down!
Light of the the blazing sun!
Curse will not absolve you!
Witness my rise. Go on.
Silence! An oversight on my part. Be free! Let the mighty be humbled!
Morax, 1,000 years after you sealed me underground.
You should call it by its name.
Fate? So here.
No. You have.
That voice!
Ashtaha.
Huh? Could...
Morax. It's been a while. Ashtaha.
During the battle, you imbued us with your...
Yes, it was all I could manage. Forgive me for concealing the truth, traveler. There were things that only became Allow me to elaborate. I am not Ashtaha, heaven and earth.
No!
When the seal... That's what...
The audacity!
I was another... I was barely...
I had sensed that something was amiss when you mentioned dragon...
Don't blame yourself. It's been...
There would be no harm.
Ashtaha. The memories of rocks do not lack erosion, Ashtaha.
What would you expect?
This much is true. In the beginning, erosion. Morax shared, and so we became you. And from your will, I emerged. I am your...
No!
I am the...
No!
Morax.
Avordo!
You forgot your... That which you, all powers under heaven, rise and fall.
A star appears within the wild. A sun ascends as bright as...
You are spent in the wilderness.
No!
Perhaps it isn't.
More axe!
The little girl vanished!
Are you satisfied, Ashtaha?
I had to make amends. So,
I do.
well... I'm afraid old habits die hard.
As you please.
I never did forget your gift of sight.
I hardly lifted a finger. Think nothing of it.
And yet, you could see. You wouldn't know the yearning of a blind dragon, searching for the sun.
Your power is...
Perceptive as always, my friend.
Shall we get going, you and I?
Surely the pressing matter is still that of the miners trapped outside the seal.
Indeed.
Huh? How did we get here? We need to go back and check on the miners!
So there you are. My men and I found your clues and followed them straight here. We found Mao in a tent at the... Huh?
Nothing.
Cave?
They're exhausted, but...
Right.
So you're taking the...
That's right.
Can I come with?
No problem.
Kunjun, we should be calling you Ashtaha.
Not I. Merely this. Once I'm gone, the true owner will accompany the miners back to Liyue. Kunjun hails from a family of famous artisans. He too will be famous in time. It would be a shame for...
You always did have a great admiration for blacksmiths.
Curious how
Ejderha.
I can...
Today I am just a...
Even you.
No matter. If that day comes to pass, Liyue...
And how will Liyue fare without Rex?
Even without a god above, this remains a nation of men.
All life, that's on... You may live for...
I do not pretend to match your rhetoric when it comes to the subject of a life long lived. I fear that the life of an elemental being is longer than any in this world.
Were it not so,
You've brought us
that day in the
a heart of stone.
you chose just...
The movements of...
Hence, do not forget the old friend.
Thank you, Aish.
My life is...
You're leaving?
If it is fated, Morax, we will meet again.
Yes.
Wow.
In fact, we have yet to meet. He was. Centuries may...
In our last tale, Rex Lapis was walking alone in the mountains. He heard a remote voice, unlike any other, coming from a crack in the earth.
Most of the ancient geo-life forms that live below Liyue are blind, having not seen the sunlight for an age.
The voice was sometimes sad and song-like. Other times it was loud and thunderous. The Lord of Geo searched here and there before finally unearthing a strange stone from the bedrock.
That's how Ejderha was. I answered his wish and took him above ground.
The Lord of Geo took pity on the rock spirit and carved it into a magnificent work of craftsmanship, a vivid representation of a dragon.
I bestowed him with a pair of eyes to see the world and came to an agreement with him.
With his fingers, he made 2 eyes, quicker than words could tell. Lightning flashed and thunder roared, and a living, breathing dragon soared into the clouds.
I agreed to let him live among the people above ground. But if the day ever came when he brought ruin to order, he would once again be sealed in the dark.
The dragon accompanied the Lord of Geo, fighting campaigns alongside him in the 4 corners of the world. We have a saying to eulogize these events. The crash of a spear brought billowing dust. The mountains and waters made way at the sound. The sight of a dragon bestowed with a touch the promise of rainwater blessing the ground.
A 1,000 years ago, Ejderha attacked the chasm. I tried to obstruct him, fighting him tooth and nail down the length and breadth of the mine. During that battle, Dragonfall was born. Ejderha could sense the stone. Subconsciously, despite being the victor, I could not claim to be stronger than he, and in his heart, he still retained an ounce of goodwill towards me. Towards Liyue, towards life above ground. He was willing to be sealed away, but as the erosion set in, he forgot. Even I cannot avoid it, but there is something I understand better than most. When the greater the power, the greater the danger erosion may bring about. The millennia may come and go, but even a stone may tire. Personally sealing away an old friend. This is just one form of erosion I haven't. People abandon and surrender the things they love to pursue the right path. Perhaps that I was a god of...
You still can't...
Call it... part of my duty. I must thank you both.
No
Oh? About what?
Oh, yeah. So, he told us about Conria and the punishment of the gods. That's when we realized, Zhongli, you're a god. You've lived through thousands of years.
I cannot say.
Why? You can't even give us a thread of information?
I understand. But I must apologize. This is my contract.
You mean another past grievance? Like the incident with Ejda?
It was signed before it all began. I have always honored the contract. And kept my sight.
How can you be like...
You two are friends to me. I can assure it brings me no pleasure to disappoint you. But as the god of contracts, I cannot go back on my...
Would you be ready to find out?
It appears your understanding of this world continues to grow. There are many events of ages past, many secrets that lie hidden. They have been eroded by time, but you are capable of... Those who come to witness will witness. Those who are... If you take the same road as that person, there may be more difficulties ahead. But as long as you firmly believe that you are on the right path,